billion euros in various projects in Nigeria's economy. Outside Nigeria, British government set to launch a review on tougher sentencing for perpetrators. News: Federer wins record 8 Wimbledon title. Details coming up in a moment. Justin Akadonye will begin the news from Abuja this evening. Now, the Chief of Defense Staff, General Abayomi Olonishakin, has called on Nigerian Christians to continue to pray for the Nigerian military in the face of security challenges in the country. General Olonishakin military protest in church, Abuja, on Sunday. He said the military needs the prayers to drive its strategies aimed at tackling over 14 security challenges currently facing the country. General Olonishakin was particular about the impact of prayers for the military to be able to confront the impact.
To grant us the wisdom and the enablement to confront all these challenges.
The vicar of the church, Lieutenant Colonel Nuhu Davo, admonished the POA officials to continue with the care of the less privileged, bearing in mind that God will reward them.
But when you fear God and you serve God, He will follow you. The psalmist is not making fun.
The president of the Defense and Police Officers' Wives Association, Omobolanle Olonishakin, said her organization will stop at nothing to ensure that the most vulnerable in the society are taken care of, irrespective of their religion or ethnic affiliations.
But other widows out there that are in need of her help.
Well, from Abuja, we'll move on next to Ondo State. Now, the Minister of Science and Technology, Dr. Ogbonnaya Onu, has again reiterated the commitment of the federal government to at the flag-off of the National Waste to Wealth program in the Southwest Zone. The minister noted that if the program is well implemented, it will help the nation to convert a huge amount of waste generated into very useful products to create wealth for the people. In his speech, Ondo State Governor Rotimi Akeredolu urged Nigerians to imbibe the culture of converting waste to wealth.
We will help ensure that what becomes waste to one household can become useful for another.
Even just drizzle, not rain. The moment you can see water moving, they will go inside their houses and pour their dirt inside the drain. This will probably stop it, since we have better use for them.
Away from science and technology, we'll move on back to Abuja and talking national income now. The German ambassador to Nigeria, Bernhard Schlagek, assessed that the European Union has invested over 1.4 billion euros in Nigeria's economy in various projects. Dr. Schlagek said this at a dinner organized by the Institute of Directors, Nigeria, Abuja, very important part of Africa, and will do all to ensure the economic growth of the country.
We consider Nigeria still to be a very, very important country in West Africa, and as I said, Europe depends on Africa as much as Africa depends on Europe.
Our correspondent reports.
Get energy, we can power the industries, we can produce. People go to bed as early as 7 o'clock. As soon as it is dark, they go to bed. But in America, in Europe, especially in the European Union, it's 24-hour labor. People have shifts and they are very productive.
Nigeria in her bid to reposition the country's economy for rapid development. The regional director of the organization, John Bankole, who gave the assurance in Ibadan while presenting the new economic policy plan designed for African countries to Governor Abiola Ajimobi, stated that most African countries lack the capacity to remains the first state in Nigeria to receive the policy.
I think what I saw in particular about the challenges is not only limited to Oyo State, it's what we saw also in the Nigeria Industrial Revolution Plan study.
aimed at transforming the socio-economic status of the state.
Better time to have that policy, because what the policy does is to give us a structured framework of our industrialization program on health.
In her remark, the Commissioner for Trade and Investment in the state, Faidat Adeyemi Agaba, said the economic policy was designed with the assistance of government officials in the state, saying the document will be of tremendous help.
Peace and security in the state or guide the state government in all the activities towards industrialization to ensure inclusive and sustainable industrial development.
Ogun is our next port of call. Now, a socio-political group, Northern Youth Leaders Forum, has declared war on the cabal, allegedly working to undermine the acting president, Professor. Nigeria should not be determined by any selfish individual or group of individuals.
We want to state clearly that no individual or cabal can stop Professor Osibanjo from becoming substantive president if President Muhammadu Buhari resigns or declare unfit to continue in office.
Afio stated that though the group had prayed fervently for Buhari's quick recovery to enable him to complete his tenure,
shift to Senate President Bukola Saraki, we make bold to say that the acting president should investigate this issue, and if found to be true, they shall be sacked with immediate effect.
Correspondent John Felix reports that the group's political secretary, Abdullahi Tijani, and the women leader, Hassana Elia, stressed that members were in the state to consult with some opinion leaders and interest groups on the road to 2,000 voters. Details when the news returns. To join us again. Welcome back. You're watching Galaxy News. Now, for more updates and latest news, log on to our website, www.galaxytvonline.com, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, www.youtube.com/GalaxyTV Nigeria. You can also follow or interact with us via our Facebook page, www.facebook.com/GalaxyTV, or tweet at us at GalaxyTV. Don't forget to follow and tag us on our Instagram page at Official Galaxy TV. Our social media platforms are user-friendly and can always accommodate your live updates and comments. Straight now to Delta State. Mixed reactions have continued to trail the proposal by the National Assembly for the federal government to grant amnesty to Treasury looters. This is coming after the chairman of the Federal Government Anti-Corruption Advisory Committee, Professor Issei Sage, divergent views.
The purpose is to encourage others to bring whatever they must have stolen. Because when it's always arrest, kill, detain, imprison, it doesn't help the society. Looking at the possible human rights involved and even driving others to the